What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Plastic Power Podcast. This is Starblast Studios alongside Daredevil 19, and joining us today is going to be the man, the myth, the legend. I use that title all the time. Champ Animation. What's going on, man?
Ohayo gozaimasu.
So,
Champ is hip.
Demon Slayer. After the premiere that it is released in theaters and such, Demon Slayer is finally getting around to getting out the other episodes of the season. They just released episode 2 of the season 4, and we have a lot to talk about in this episode. Huh? Season 3. Season 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Season 3. Episode 2 of season 3, and we have a lot to talk about. I'm very excited for this one. I know, like Sean, you've been doing so much like content and such when it came to Demon Slayer, and you're very excited about it, as I can tell. Like it's like your next.
Yeah,
that's like your next Dragon
got
Ball.
Obsessed. Yeah, my next One Piece and Dragon Ball. Yeah, I recently just got like really into it and obsessed. But the last episode, I did make an error where we had like a flashback. We see Yoriichi talking. I thought it was a baby Tanjiro, and that was his dad, but it's like his great grandfather, and then his great grandfather. So that was the one issue.
Yeah,
or one mistake.
Ancestor.
Yeah. Yoriichi's the ancestor, I believe. But yeah, because they had the same checkered kimonos, is it, or the robes?
Yeah,
as
the
Tanjiro,
green
the
and
earrings.
black robes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I thought that was baby Tanjiro, so I just wanted to clear that up. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Although,
confused
like-
at first when I watched it because I thought it was his dad. I was like, wait, that can't be his dad or something.
that's what I thought too.
Because they almost look exactly alike. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Same air and everything.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I want to hear
will...
your guys' thoughts on. Well, what were you about to say, Starblast?
So, one of the things that I remember specifically last episode, I mentioned, like, when I saw, like, now that I understand that it's a doll, and it's meant to be, like, a doll that's replicating, like, a different, like, Demon Slayer, but, like, from the past and such. I find that, it's a very, like, it's very interesting that, he's using that as, like, a means of, like, training, especially, but it's, like, no one pointed out that the doll has the exact same earrings that Tanjiro is also wearing, and I'm just, like, sitting here wondering, like, why isn't that not getting necessarily mentioned, especially before Tanjiro decides to, like, decapitate that doll off.
But it's funny, they did, I think, back in, they showed there was a shot of Tanjiro, like, getting a close-up look of him, and the camera, like, literally, like, held on to, like, like his side of the face showing the earrings blown in the wind. When, what's his name?
Yoriichi?
Mori? Is that how you spell it?
Yoriichi?
Yes,
Yeah,
he sounds
yeah.
just like that chick from Bleach.
Or you're talking about the Hashira?
Yeah, the Hashira when he was training with it.
You can
We
call him
saw-
Tokito
Mochiro,
or
I think it's
Muchiro. Yeah, Muchiro.
Yeah. Yeah, so I apologize to people who know these names down to a T.
Don't worry, I'll help you guys.
Yeah, I'm not a weeb. Well, I am, but not to the part where I can say these names perfectly. So sorry if I offend anyone.
Don't worry, I got your back, fellas.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Muchiro's that dude, and then Mitsuri's the woman Hashira, who we saw butt naked in the beginning.
I'll be honest.
We can remember.
I'll be honest. I heard a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see that scene." I watched it. I'm like, okay, like
Yeah, it's just-
I don't know. Maybe I was like expecting something else. I was like, was it supposed to be more? Was I supposed to see like something else happen?
It's because she was naked, but there was a big controversy. It was very controversial. People wanted it taken out when they animated it. It's like it's just a drawing. It's not like it's real.
Y'all horn dogs need to calm down. It's just a drawing.
Fan service. That's it. But yeah, what we were saying, Heesh, when the first episode ended, we saw like the where the camera panned over to the doll. We didn't know what the hell it was, and come to find out, it is a doll to help train Hashira and Demon Slayers, and it's Yoriichi type 0. And
Yeah,
what I thought
Tanjiro.
was, yeah, what I thought was really cool is he had the 6 arms and 6 swords. The reason why he had that many is because it wouldn't be able to pick up how fast Yoriichi actually moved if he only had 1 sword. So they
Yeah.
had to give him the 6 arms. I'm like, holy shit.
6 arms and like 6 swords and such. Like he was
Yeah.
like that means
Basically-
like that. The real guy was like built different, legitimately.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
Nah,
was so fast that they had to make him into General Grievous.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I thought too. I'm like General Grievous, but it was cool watching like Muchiro train with the doll because the doll was pretty damn quick. But I like seeing how it was just animated so nice too. Like it moves so fluidly with them fighting. But go
It
ahead,
did
Starblast.
leave me concerned a little bit though for Tanjiro's training because he was training with that doll like with instead of 6 arms, 5 arms, meaning like he didn't get that full on experience. Like that doll was hindered.
Yeah.
So meaning if he was to actually run into assuming that, and again, this is me, I know you guys, I know you've read the manga, Sean, but with me, it's like, assuming that the doll is based off of the, that exact that demon, like the upper rank
Demon
1
Slayer, yeah.
demon is the same person and such, right? This suggests that, if Tanjiro was to go up against that exact demon, because he didn't get the full effect of the training from the doll, he's still going to be limited and not be able to catch up to the speed and such with it and keep up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, he
Yeah,
would kill him like that.
He
Yeah.
does have a little bit of a handicap because he wasn't fighting the doll at full capacity, and he was very weakened because his training he didn't
starving.
have any. He was starving, yeah, and he didn't have any food or water. So
That part was funny, yeah.
yeah, that was hilarious. It's like
Once
you
he
get no
ate-
food.
When he tells him what he wants, rice balls. And what else did he say? Look on his face.
I think it was like green tea or something like that. He's like, I want rice balls and tea. He's like, it's so good.
You gotta love Tanjiro.
my man just wanted that full on Japanese cuisine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this interesting thing that was brought up in the episode was that he figured out this other scent that he could latch onto that isn't the opening thread, like some other means of opening that he's using during combat. Can you explain that to me a little bit more, somebody?
Me?
Yeah, you can do that. Sean.
That?
You probably know. Without
I
going
mean,
into spoilers.
I'm not
I'll let Sean go.
100% sure yet. Yeah, go ahead, champ.
It's funny because when I was watching, I was like, wait, is he is he sniffing out the exact movement? Like maybe it's something different. Like he smells something in the air when someone moves. Like maybe there's he smells some kind of scent that's off when someone's about to strike. So was he smelling maybe the body or how it moves or how it's it's some weird type of anime shit, it's that kind of thing where it's I can smell the difference of the movement in the air, the air current or something like that. So
I'm wondering if it's because he's training with that, it's kind of leveling him up, maybe, because I'm not 100% sure yet on that, but it could be that. And sorry for cutting you off. Continue, sir.
No, you're good. That's basically that's all I was thinking. I was like, oh, he must be smelling their movements. I don't know how to put that. It's Tanjiro. He smells anything. But
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It has me thinking okay, so what is that exactly? It's some kind of ultra instinct for his nose, basically.
Yeah, he pretty much. Yeah, it's his. He has that. Then Inosuke has, what is it? The hearing.
The beast.
I think he
sensing.
hears really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Zenitsu. What was Zenitsu? Zenitsu got something too. But they all have their own little thing. But the only thing I'm thinking of with Tanjiro. Go ahead, Starblast.
I thought Zenitsu was the one who heard really good.
Maybe it
And
is
then-
Zenitsu.
And I think in Inosuke what he had was these this beast sensing.
Vibrations. Yeah, it's like a kind of
yeah,
like
because you remember when he did like the
sonar.
yeah,
It's
remember
like
when
that,
he put
like
out that
sonar.
beast? Yeah, this was in season 1. It was showcased and such.
Yeah, so
okay,
that's
yeah.
probably what it is, and Zenitsu probably hears really good.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. The
Okay,
healing.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, they each have like their own thing, and if you notice, Yorichi's scar looks very similar to Tanjiro's as well.
Which I'm surprised Tanjiro just like doesn't bring that up, but I guess it's because the doll like its left side was all cracked and broken, so he probably couldn't get a good look of it.
He probably
So-
thought that it was just like, oh, like it was just damaged and such in that area, not that it was like a legitimate
Probably, yeah.
like distinguished feature on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a viewer, you notice it, and you're like, interesting.
But he saw the he recognizes the doll from his ancestor's memory, so he should be able to put two to two together. Be like, wait, why does he have the same kind of like birthmark scar that like my family's had?
And similar earrings and stuff.
Yeah, the mark, the earrings and such. There's a lot of similarities that could have been caught onto. It's like this specifically. He mentioned how that because that memory, I'm still somewhat confused about that because when he was talking to like the kid, I don't remember his name. He was telling him like Katetsu. Thank you very much. He was saying that he specifically remembered that like meeting this exact Hashira. Or I think it was a Hashira, like in a dream and such, from something, and it could be it could be a dream, it could be a memory. My theory, and this is making the most sense to me right now, is that I mean, obviously, other than the fact that it's legitimately Tanjiro's father and such, my theory is that at some point Tanjiro's memories were actually like they got wiped out from for whatever reason, which is why like in the Mugen Train movie when he's going through like his different dreams and such, you see vivid pictures of like his dad like actually communicating with him because in his dreams he's accessing those forgotten memories and such, and why like in the dream as well like before he's talking about that specific encounter with that rank 1 Hashira as a dream instead, not realizing that was a legitimate memory that he has had with him that was taken away at some point. That's my theory.
That's a very, very interesting theory. One thing with if you remember in season 1, remember they asked Tanjiro how he got his scar, and he said he got it from saving his brother and he got burnt by water. Maybe that, I mean, you could be onto something. Maybe that hitting his head, I think the pot like hit his head too. Maybe that made him lose some of his memory.
So we're doing the Kid Goku thing. Cool.
Could be. It could be. I don't know.
I doubt. But
I don't know
everything. The thing is though is that Tanjiro in particular, he has he has a very rough head. Like that's why he's hurt demons with that head. So it's just like if this is like to me it seems to be like a like some sort of like genetic trait that he's getting from like his family. So if it's just water that caused that, I mean that'd have to be some sort of water. I think that there's a little bit more to it.
Like boiling hot. It was in like a big pot, and it was gonna fall on his brother, and he like pushed his brother out the way, and it hit him.
Yeah, so basically he's Todoroki.
His head, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But
obviously there's more to it than that. It's especially because the scar grew bigger and such in the middle of the fight in the in that
with Daki
the
and
training arc
Gyatoro.
where like they went.
No, not the training arc, the entertainment district. The entertainment district arc when he was killing the.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did it with the flashback too. Something happened with it, but yeah, like when it looked like he went Super Saiyan God, his scar like changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Super Saiyan God.
I think it's like inherited like in the bloodline. Like I feel like it's something that's passed on with each generation or something like that. And he's tapping into his roots of that. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you notice, a lot of them have scars, and there's a lot that will be revealed as we go on through the anime. But as of now, with this episode, what do you guys think of Michiro? I think he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who
Yeah,
I dislike
yes.
more, Muchiro or his crow.
Oh, I can't
yes,
stand the
Crow.
crow.
Asshole.
That crow is
I
a
thought it
total
was-
jerk.
He was. I thought
Oh
it
my
was
God.
Mitsuri's, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's Muchiro's crow. But
Yeah,
the crow.
Gosh.
Go ahead.
I'm
Chad.
sure there's a reason why he acts like, an asshole, but
Yeah.
he's still an asshole.
Yeah. What's crazy is he's younger than Tanjiro and all of them. He's only 14.
Yeah.
And he's got
He's
like
already
some-
a Hashira.
I'm interested though in seeing like his sun breathing technique. Like, what exactly does that look like in contrast to like the fire breathing techniques?
Who, Muchiro? Or
Yeah, they said Muchiro has the ability to use sun breathing.
Well,
Doesn't
he
he have
uses
a-
mist.
Yeah, he
which
has like
is,
isn't it a variation?
Yeah, it's based.
Oh, I thought he had
it's
sun. Okay, never
derived
mind.
off water. Well,
Because didn't the little
all right.
kid say that?
uh,
No, if it's a spoiler, then don't. But if
well,
like,
did they
I could've-
show?
They didn't show.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
not gonna
the
spoil
kid
anything.
specifically mentioned that he had he's able to use sun breathing and such. Maybe I'm getting it
think he
mistaken.
Did
Someone pull up the
maybe?
clip.
Yeah, I'm about to look it up. Like, wait, hold on. I don't know. Maybe he said he had like a relation to him, maybe or something. But
Or maybe
with
I watched one of
Muchiro,
your shorts and it got me
he's very
mixed up on something.
mysterious.
Maybe that's what happened.
Could be.
Okay. Okay. Forget about that.
But
yeah,
there's still there's mystery to him that we will eventually see.
But the means of but anyways, back with the way that he behaves towards the kid. It's again, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name.
That's fine.
He acts as if Kotetsu. Like he acts like you guys you guys don't have any worth other than to help make us stronger and such. And it's just like the means of which that he was acting like okay. Like I love the way that Tanjiro kind of came in there and
Yeah,
was,
he was like talking
okay,
down to him.
Yeah, like you're gonna talk down to this person. Without this guy, you would not be able to you would not be able to acquire the strength that you currently have. Like have some more respect.
Yeah.
And the thing is but then it's just like Tanjiro even points out like this guy is not even inherently aware of how much of a dick he is to that Kotetsu. Like he's just not. He has like such a lack of awareness. He thinks that he's being he's trying to explain things in a reasonable way when he's not. Like
I like how when Tanjiro's giving, he's like, "Hey, if I could change, they could change, you could change," and Muchiro's just like, "This is you're boring me. What are you talking about?"
He's very arrogant. He's very arrogant and like big-headed, Muchiro.
Yeah, he's like, "You talk too much."
He's actually my least favorite Hashira out of all of them.
I don't blame you.
It's very it's an interesting contrast because then you have Mitsuri who's like very loving and welcoming and stuff like that, and
Total
and then
opposite.
you have the total opposite. So, having them both in this season, it's going to be interesting to see how how that's going to play in future episodes.
What's cool about this arc is Mitsuri and Muchiro are replacing Inosuke and Zenitsu pretty much. So
Yeah,
I
'cause
like
they're all
that
doing
they
their own
did that.
adventures.
yeah, me and Heesh were talking about in the first episode. We like how they did that, so it's not just the same thing every arc. So we thought that was pretty cool that they did that. Plus, we're gonna see more of Genya. That's another character.
And I'm
probably
anticipating
like a lot.
that by the time we see Inosuke and Zenitsu come back, they're gonna actually they're gonna be much stronger. They're gonna have like other techniques that they've learned from their training, which is gonna be really interesting to see. Like that's gonna how they get stronger with the way that they are up until that point is gonna be great. Especially because Zenitsu needs to learn some more dang techniques than just one technique.
Zenitsu.
He needs to stop crying. He cries as much as Deku from My Hero.
Oh, he's
I need
worse.
him to shut
oh,
up.
God. Like, I love Zenitsu, like, when he's not crying.
Yeah.
But my God, when he's crying, it's like, bro, man up.
The first season when they went into the forest and he was just non-stop, I swear to God, I skipped a little bit. I was like, I can't.
Plus the voice actor makes it worse too. Both of them, English and Japanese.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh man, but yeah. So I do like how Tanjiro was really pushing himself, training with the that Yoriichi doll, and what was cool is he had it, and Kotetsu, you could see Tanjiro was hesitating, and Kotetsu, the kid, was like, "Just do it!" And then he chops its head off, and then out a sword is inside of it. It's like, whoa, what? Whose sword is that? I was wondering if it's Yoriichi's sword.
I definitely was thinking it was Yoriichi's sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they took it out and it was a bit rusty and stuff, right?
A sword from over 300 years ago. It's the secret weapon of the village, as they were like hinting at.
Yeah.
I feel like it is Yoriichi's sword, or it's something special about the sword, but we don't know yet, so we'll have to wait.
Or you do, but you're trying to not to spoil it.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the sword's like the blade itself is like still like in pristine condition. It's just like the handle's rusted.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then
although I think that I would actually think it'd be more interesting if the whole sword was rusted, but then like they actually, when they recovered the sword, it's like made of like this special kind of like rare type of metal, which when crafted and like recovered, they recover the whole thing, and it's like this special like military like unbreakable type of sword, like pretty much
adamantium.
Adamantium sword. There you go, vibranium adamantium. That would be awesome.
Oh wait, and remember,
because they want to showcase the special properties between the actual sword user and then the swordsmith user.
Yeah.
I can imagine an arc where the guy who's made all of Tanjiro's swords that got upset, he actually recovers the sword for Tanjiro, and then this will be like the final sword. Like it'll never break again. And when Tanjiro actually uses it, it's gonna be a different color than just black. It's gonna have like a special property to it because he's finally like found his specific path.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, when you have a black blade, you're not sure what type of breathing form you want to use. So, yes. But yeah, that'd be awesome and then put Rengoku's crossguard on it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Okay, no, you're not even theorizing. You know that's gonna happen.
Well, he still has it. Like, what is he gonna do with it? Pretend he's skipping rocks. I know he's gonna use it at some point.
Okay, yeah,
he's got it.
Fair enough.
You know,
fair enough.
Because the brother did give it to him as a gift.
Yeah.
But another funny thing in this episode, after he was done, when Muichiro knocked out Tanjiro, his swordsmith walked up to him and was talking to Kotetsu. And then Tanjiro woke up. He's like, wait, was he just here? But he bucked and ran away. I'm like, what is he doing? He's like, keeps hiding from Tanjiro now, so.
I know, and I'm surprised. He's usually the one that wants to kick Tanjiro's ass for breaking the damn swords.
The aggressor. But we do see more of him soon.
It's like he knows, like he's shy about it.
Maybe he just ran off because he heard that Tanjiro helped kill an upper Moonring demon. He's like, oh no, I'm not messing with him anymore.
They couldn't find him. They couldn't find him in the beginning. They're like, he's disappeared.
He's gonna realize, oh snap! Probably because like he knows that if he that the village in and of itself is like looking down on him, and like but with Tanjiro having beaten that demon, he's just like, dang, I can't really like get upset at him because if I went up against a demon like that, my sword would probably break too.
Yeah, and he did finish them with that sword too. So
yes, they did.
It just kind of like it didn't really break his sword. It just like damaged the sharp end of it. So
yeah.
Did it break afterwards? No, right?
No, because Tanjiro sliced his neck, like the demon's neck off with something. Yeah, the
so,
shark
all right,
bend.
it didn't break at the end. Okay, so it's just kind of like damaged a little bit, but yeah, hopefully his swords won't get damaged anymore after this, because it's like, geez, every time, bro.
No kidding.
What else is there? I mean, this episode didn't really have a whole bunch. Oh, how about the part where was he passed out? But he was like underwater, and he's like, "Wow, all these hands are massaging me and bringing me."
Oh,
over.
that's
Remember
when
that part?
he was
That's
like
when
dying of like fatigue. Like he was fighting the doll, and he was just feeling really weak.
And then he, but he was feeling like so fatigued he couldn't even walk across the bridge to the afterlife and fell into the river.
He's like,
That
this
was
is
funny.
nice. I had a bunch of hands massaging me. Woosa, woosa.
And then just fall into the lake. Yeah, and we didn't really see Mitsuri too much in this. I don't think we saw her at all. It was mainly like
No,
a
we didn't see her at
training
all.
type episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind
I
of
don't
getting
think
getting to the point, basically.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, I don't think we have very much more to go over. This episode was fairly good. It's like it's
Yeah.
like I will say, okay, one thing I want to talk about more, okay, because we didn't touch on this the last podcast. The opening to this like in terms of like a lot of the openings to the previous Demon Slayer, I don't know. Anytime I listen to this opening, like something about me, something is like gets emotional. Like when they get to the part like da 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 da. I don't know why. When it gets to that point, I'm just like, bro, I want to ball up and cry. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, it is a good song. And I do like the intro too. It shows
Man tears.
I do need to listen to the intro a couple more times, because usually when I listen to an intro, like I'm so used to the last one before, like Entertainment District Art, Chef's Kiss, that was perfect. But I need to watch it a little bit more, and listen to it, and then slowly become like one of my top 5 favorites.
I'm surprised that a lot of people felt very mixed about this intro. Like they didn't like a lot of people didn't really like it, and I'm just like, bro, this when I remember seeing this in theaters and such, like right after the first episode, it was like maybe it wasn't because it was in theaters. It was just like the emotion that I felt from there was like seeing like the visuals and such too, as you see like all of like the different Hashiras and such, and the sword and the sword wielders and such, like you see like their backs as the generations and such. The visuals and such too, as like in two, like as they cut to like different swordsmithers like making other swords, and then like Missouri as well, like with like her whip sword as well, like all around, like Tanjiro, like the doing stuff. It's a really beautifully done intro visually, and I think musically as well.
It really is, yeah. Yeah,
like
it really is.
Demon Slayer does not miss with his intros. They do such a good job. Like in terms though,
I love that animation company.
Yeah, I'm very like curious though. Okay, but one last thing before we wrap things up, like in terms, if we're gonna rank all of like the intros that like so far, like where. What do you think would be like amongst like your like ranking all the intros, like top 5? I think there's only 5 or 3.
Season 1. Which ones are there? Season 1, Mugen Train, Entertainment District. This one.
And so that's 4.
I actually need to go back and rewatch the Mugen Train one. I don't remember what that one sounded like. I skipped that. I skipped that arc because I watched the movie.
That one's probably my least favorite song wise.
Yeah, I watched the. I didn't watch the movie. I watched the movie when it was broke up into the episodes, and the reason I watched that because they had like an extra episode where it showed more of Rengoku. So I went.
I saw that episode, but they didn't have the intro in it.
Yeah. Honestly, I forget what the.
Well, the intro it starts off. I guess the song starts playing, but it's sped up. And you see like a train and it's spinning slowly, like people are setting it up and fixing it. It was all right, I thought. I like the Entertainment District one better than the other two.
Honestly, Entertainment District arc's my first one. Second, it would be the first Demon Slayer. That's perfect. Then I will say this season, and then Mugen Train.
Yeah, I can see that. I think
I'd
though,
probably
like,
go with that myself.
The more I listen to all of the songs and such, like I think that the new one's gonna like eventually like rank a little higher, depending on like like the more you listen, because like you say, the more you listen to it, the more you get used to it and such, and it's like it's very catchy. Although I will say, like just to kind of give like devil's advocate, the part that I do remember most like is the part that I was humming just a little bit earlier, but the rest of the lyrics, they're not really like as catchy and such, and like in comparison to that specific point of the song. So so we'll see because like the other one, like all of the other stuff is catchy, but the
yeah outros, intros,
yeah. I just like how upbeat entertainment are. He's like it's like, oh yeah, we're getting pumped up now.
And the visuals were
amazing.
Fireworks all over the place.
When Inosuke's like running on top of the rooftops and he grabs his mask and he puts that on, I'm like, oh, that's some Spider-Man shit right there.
Yeah, that's some
gearing up.
Forehead man.
Spider-Man stuff.
He's got
we all got ours.
We all got it.
Up there.
Hanging up there. You can't see it on camera, but it's at the top.
I got mine with movie Venom. Yeah, but this episode, I like the first episode better. Of course, it's going to be better at the Upper Moon meeting.
It had more like stuff going on. It was not like 40 minutes of footage.
Yeah, and it wasn't just focused on like one group of people. We first get the villains, then we hop over to like the heroes and stuff. But this episode was just, Tanjiro trying to get a little stronger, train.
Yeah, it's a training episode. Not much, just him trying to overcome his, his obstacles and try to get prepared for the next fight, so he can get his ass handed to him again.
Yeah, eventually, like I do look
he
forward.
He is getting stronger.
This is all part of like a big story that's gonna come up, that's gonna come into full fruition later. I'm looking forward to see how this arc goes. Let us know what you guys think of this episode in the comments section down below. I think eventually what's going to end up happening is that once we get done with all of the episodes and such in this arc, reviewing them, we're going to do like a full review of the full arc and see how the entire story is. But as for this episode, I'd say it was fairly good. Really interested seeing what else is going on. But yeah. Again, guys, let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.2.
I think I'm like 8.3. I'm in the middle.
There we go. So it's got a pretty good score, everyone, so be sure to watch it.
All right. We'll see you guys in the comment section. Till then. Bye.
Thanks for listening to our episode. If you're on YouTube and watch the video, then thank you for watching as well. We are your hosts, Starblast Studios, and me, Daredevil19. And if you enjoyed our episode on Spotify, be sure to give us a follow and a rating. And we do thank you. And if you did watch this on YouTube, be sure to give a like if you liked it, and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. And we will catch you on the next episode of the Plastic Power Podcast.